one of the things that you're about to talk about, right? Like, it's great that you're there to support them on the phone. Something happens. What people want is contractors to their house to fix it, whether it is the resident or whether it is the investor. So you were telling me a little bit about the contractor side of it.
This is one of the most important things when you're in a time of distress. I mean, that's really where the vertically integrated approach shines. And one of the most clear examples of that is if there is a storm, how quickly can you get to solve the problem? When every contractor and their mother out there is in demand at that moment, who is not just picking up your phone call, but who is taking and putting you as a first priority?
Yeah.
And so, guys, we build about 400 homes a year. We manage 5,400 rental properties. And so you can imagine the level of volume of not just the big builds, but the, call it $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 jobs that we send out to our contractor base on an annual basis. That really matters. And that volume really matters because it's not you, just one investor from California, calling and asking if this contractor can get out there and tarp your roof. It's JWB and the tens of millions of dollars of business that we bring to our contractor base saying, hey guys, JWB clients are number one in times like this. And so that will be the case. Now, as we're moving into post-storm, we are a top priority for our contractor base, which means you're a top priority for our contractor base if and when things happen after the storm. So think about things like tarping roofs. If there are issues with trees, which is the most common thing, those things are going to be handled as quickly as possible, and it will be handled much faster and for a better rate than you would have if you didn't work with a vertically integrated provider.
I can't even begin to emphasize how valuable that is, right? Like me having come from the construction industry prior to this, when a hurricane hits, if things get hairy, right? Like if a storm really, really hits, every contractor in the area is all of a sudden the most popular person on their block.
Yeah.
Right. Clients that they haven't heard from in a long time are reaching out to them. They're able to, in some scenarios, charge exorbitant prices because all of a sudden, same supply, demand for their services goes way up. For us, when we were building hospitals in South Florida, we were the same way. We were the 800-pound gorilla. And therefore we had contractors on hold if emergencies happen to come and respond first. And that is something, again, that you have to do very proactively. And if you are just a single property manager or you're only managing 20 homes or, I don't even know how many homes, but like, if you don't have a consistent flow of work, that you have your own team that you feed all the time and they see you as their bread and butter and their number one source of business, then you are going to get put in the back of the line, right? So like, to me, this is one of the really, really big examples of this vertical integration approach and the fact that you have construction going on year round, you have remodels going on year round. When you call these folks, they're actively on your job sites yesterday. So in 2 days after the storm passes, they're going right back to the job sites that you get them to. It's one thing to be proactive and prepare stuff, but the time to reaction and the time to get that service when it's raining and there's like a patch in the roof will greatly mitigate future issues inside your property. I think that that's huge.
Well said. Well said. It leads to hundreds, if not thousands of dollars of additional cost if you don't have this in place in one way, shape, or form.
Yeah.